Hi, I'm Mick, the DIY gardening guy. Today I want to show you how to build your own tower grow garden. I'm an avid gardener. I've got a lot going on out the front, uh, and I'm sort of running out of space. So I thought, what else can I do? I looked at hydroponics. Aeroponics seemed a good idea with a tower garden taking up a small amount of space, producing what potentially could have been a large amount of food. And you can see the bok choy that I grew, it certainly did produce a large amount of food. So I looked to buy one and they were like six, seven, eight, $900. And I thought, well, I can probably do that cheaper. So I put together my own tower grow garden. I DIY'd it, of course. And I got a lot, I put it on social media and got a lot of questions of how did I build it? What did I use? What did it cost? All that sort of stuff. So I put together this little DIY tower grow garden instructional video on the materials, tools, design, and construction of your own tower garden. The DIY tower grow gardening materials list. So there's a bit of an image there with some of the materials you'll need. But basically, you'll need that large bucket between 20 and 50 litres with a lid. You need 150 mil by 1.8 metres of plumbing pipe. You need a pump that'll pump around 2.5 to 3,000 litres an hour. That'll be ample. 2 by 13 mil, 2 metres by 13 mil tubing, 150 mil end cap, 30 net cups because this is a 30 position tower, uh, tape measure, heat gun, grinder, tin snips, 1 by 65 mil bit of plumber's pipe, maybe around about a metre long, 800 long, something like that. Marking pen, you'll need a drill and a 3 mil drill bit, a level or a straight edge, level will be better, a cable tie, and you'll need a timer when you get it all going. So the DIY tower grow garden, this is how I set my lid out. Firstly, I found the center point of the lid and I drilled a 3 mil hole in it. I then measured the diameter of the pipe, the 150 mil pipe, which on the outside is wider. And I took a cable tie and I halved that measurement, which is our radius mark, which we then use to set out our lid. So I marked the cable tie, drilled a hole through it. I then placed the cable tie over the drill bit and pushed it through the hole that I already drilled. I used my marking pen and I simply scribed around, as you can see there. I then drilled a hole just on the inside of that line of the part that I'd cut out and cut it out with a pair of tin snips. Put the lid on and stuck the 150 mil pipe in just to check that it all fitted snugly together. So this is a DIY tower grow garden 150 mil pipe set out. So for this is how you set out your 30 net cups. You measure the height of your bucket and then add 50 mil to this measurement, and then you simply mark that measurement all the way around the pipe. You set the pipe on the ground and you make sure it's level and like plumb, and then you simply mark a plumb line down the pipe using a level, just anywhere, as long as it's a plumb line and the pipe sitting plumb, it'll be fine. You take that radius measurement that you used before and you simply mark around the top, just mark a little line around the top of it, and you should find 6 equal setouts. Should come back almost to the first one as you go around the pipe. You turn the pipe upside down and simply repeat the process, and then you take your level or something and you simply draw those lines. You mark those lines from top to bottom and repeat that 6 times. So from that 50 mil mark above the bucket height, you mark 3 alternate horizontal lines, 70 mil total, across the center of 3 lines. So each alternate line around the pipe. and you'll simply measure up 200 after you've done that, and measure around the pipe again, measure up 200 again, and you just continue to do that until you've done it 5 times. After you've done those 3, then you just move the pipe to one of the 3 that you haven't yet marked, come up 100 mil from your initial 50 mil mark, and then just repeat the process. Marking a 70 mil line around the pipe across your horizontal line. And that should give you 30 marks in total, getting ready to do your cutting as set out. So DIY tower grow gardening, cutting and shaping your 150 mil pipe and placing your net cups. This is pretty easy. You can I've used a grinder, but you can use a saw if you've got it. So you take your grinder or your saw and you cut your 30 slots in the pipe, and then you heat one of those slots up. Just go slow, don't burn the pipe. Once it's soft, take your 65 mil pipe with your sharp end on it and stick the sharp end through the slit. And that should ensure that the 150 mil pipe, the edges of it don't split. And the 65 mil pipe sits all the way in, push it down, and then if you want, you can get some water and just cool it. Once you pull it out, put a net cup in and test it, make sure it fits okay. If you're happy with it, simply repeat that process. Repeat it for each of the 30 holes. So once you finish that, you're ready to put it all together. So this is a DIY tower grow garden, adding your pump and putting it all together. So you take a hole sawer and in the lid that you have already there, just drill another hole in it so that you can get your power cable out for your pump. Measure and cut your straight pipe to about 50 mil below the top of the tower height. Cut and mark out a plastic disc for the top. You can see it's sitting there in the top after I've put it together. So you basically cut a hole, you drill a hole 15 mil in the center and drill a whole bunch of holes. And this will allow when the water runs up, you can see it there running, for the water to run back down and through. So place the pump, the straight pipe, the lid, the tower and the net cups into position. Sit the plastic disc over the top of the pipe. Fill the bucket with some water, turn it on, test it. If you're happy, put the end caps on, get yourself some plants, and away you go, you're growing. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you've got any ideas for any other DIY ideas for your garden, I'd really be happy to help you out with those. Thanks very much.